Right, Matt, I want to talk to you today about the Distance Insights report from the RNA and USGA. Lots of people online were asking me to comment on the report. I've taken some time and we've talked about it this morning.
Yeah.
It's an amazing report. I'll post a link down below to it, which I often forget to do, so post a comment if I haven't put it there, to a PDF that you can download. It's a study by the RNA, USGA, the two governing bodies who are trying to protect golf.
Yeah.
Their only mission statement in golf, which often makes me giggle when we do some of our reviews, is to make sure that the skill's all in your hands and the manufacturers aren't taking it away and giving you those advantages that makes the game unbalanced in skill. Okay, so they've done this report, the two governing bodies, because they're trying to protect this mission statement, and they're talking about distance, the implications of hitting distance in golf, and the conclusions, and you can look deeper into it. Some of the conclusions we're going to talk about, they're worried about the increase in distance at the top of the game.
Because it is getting more each year now, I would say. Like, I think the driving averages is up this year before I look, and that is because of players' athleticism, isn't it? They're getting stronger.
Well, I think there's 2 points to take from that. We've done a video, I did a video recently with James Robinson where you would see that the distances aren't up, they're fluctuating by 2 yards.
Okay.
Big difference is there are a lot more people hitting those distances.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, if everyone on tour is hitting it 314, there's one skill.
Yeah.
And this is something that it says in the report, they're concerned that at the moment with strokes gained, which is proving this, and we've seen this and talked about it for a while now, is that distance is becoming the skill.
Yeah.
And golf isn't about one skill. The beauty of golf, as the RNA want to keep it, is the skills of many different aspects of the game. Accuracy, controlling distance, distance with accuracy, obviously short game puttings and all those kind of things, which we're seeing from strokes gained. Like, it's all about how far you can send it and how far under par you can get on the par fives.
The amount of chats we have about distance over the last few years has been crazy, I think.
Yeah, and
we
it's
go
still
away on trips, all the trips and courses that we play at, we think, if I could just hit it 30 yards further like they do, this is an easy par 5. Making eagles and birdies. Like, the chat about it is constant at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, so some of the key things that they're seeing is that top of the game people are getting further. They are going further, and more people are hitting further, which they're worried about. They want their study to focus not on athleticism of the player. So they are really excited that more people are hitting it further. Because the human desire to improve and perfect and get better is everything they want golf to be about. And I mean, that's the thing that drew me to golf. It was about me, it wasn't about a team, which was in football. I hated being a team player. I hated playing well and losing. I wanted to be responsible. So it's something that really appealed to me. I could go out there and I work harder than the next person and I can beat them, and that really excited me. In the same way YouTube excited me. You know, I could make these videos myself and I don't have to rely on these silly editors. I can do it myself. So they want that challenge and are really excited by the fact that more people are hitting it further. And we've talked about it a lot, where what's the average height? Maybe post comments down below.
I think we even searched it.
Average height of a PGA Tour player to the average height of an NBA. Is it NBA basketball player?
I think it was 6'1" for golf and 6'7" for basketball.
Yeah, so if all those people who go into basketball were banned from playing basketball tomorrow and had to play golf, we're talking 350-yard distances if they're all perfecting, like if they are turning into Rory's ability. And you know, a sports person of that calibre could probably choose a lot of different sports, couldn't they? So as golf keeps progressing and hopefully the triangle keeps getting bigger, if that average just keeps going up, which is the trend with humans, it is going to be an issue. So it's all about, they're saying, from what I read, and if you read it differently, post down below, they're concerned that more people are hitting it further. So they are going to look, their study is looking at clubs, equipment, and course design. They're the two key factors that they can control, knowing that humans are just going to keep perfecting this game.
And I think that's important that they've got both of those. If they just have the equipment, then you're not really going to see a difference, I don't think, because everyone's just going to get a percentage shorter, and the big boys are still going to be at the top, bashing it down there. Like, course design is so important as well, putting a bunker where they're hitting it, putting a stream where they're hitting it, and keeping them back where they're shorter. I know they're not short, but the shorter guys
I think there's 2 points of that. If we go back to the equipment to start, I've seen on tour ranges for a few years now, manufacturers are testing their CTs of their drivers on tour.
Yeah, so the bounce of the face.
So how much rebound off that face, because if they get one that's over the limit, that's going to be a big problem for them. So they are testing drivers a lot on tour ranges. And if they find one that's become over the limit, because none of them are built over the limit, they would never get out there. Yeah. But if they wear in certain places and they find it in a certain part of that face that gets over the limit, they pull that driver off straight away. Yeah. But it shows you how close they're getting to try and beat each other. They're just trying to it's got itself into the same situation YouTube's got itself into. Who can make the most ridiculous statement? Yeah. Who can make the most ridiculously bouncy driver but not get caught out that they're an idiot?
Yeah, so a few manufacturers have gone past and brought it back.
In opinions they might have,
so there you go.
So I think the equipment and manufacturers, certainly at the top end there, have a lot of responsibility to make sure, like, they need to calm down on trying to outdo each other, and that's just a statement that doesn't go anywhere, because they're all trying to sell to the same audience. But there are certain groups of manufacturers that push it more than others. So I've talked to some manufacturers who don't want me to talk about CT testing on tour tracks. Like, they're just like, we don't want people to know. Do not show this. And I've seen other manufacturers who are like saying, we want you to show because it annoys us. We're playing the game, others aren't. This is not fair. So I think manufacturers have their place in here, and I think from this report there's going to be some shake-ups. Yeah, because it is interesting, like you said about the CT, like people down the lens have probably picked up a demo driver, whacked it. Hot one, got their one, not the same. Well, that demo's been it. It's a demo club. Yeah, it's wearing thousands of clubs or balls being whacked, and it's hotter and springier. So absolutely. PGA Tour, you're going from up in the air where it's minus temperatures onto the desert where it's really warm. That metal's moving, and then they're hitting thousands or hundreds of balls.
Those boys are hitting a lot of balls on the range.
Needs to be sensibly controlled. But then in turn, like you say, if everyone's got £100 in the bank, and you just take £100 away from everyone. Well, if Luke Donald's got 100 in the bank, but Rory's got 200, and you take 100 away from everyone, then they're £100 difference there, aren't they? So it's about trying to then, I think, and again, what do you think? You have to control the equipment with the course.
Course is essential, I think, and especially like they've been to St Andrews in the Open and stuff in the last few years, haven't they? And
they're responsible as much, I think.
Yeah, they're like shooting 20 under par. And it used to be like the Open. They'll be lucky to break par. And now it's like 20 under wins it. I know that weather and stuff's got stuff to do with it as well, but
there's been reports from the Open where the fairways have run faster than the greens on the stimp. And you're trying to control this. So I think everyone has to put their hand up and say we're a bit responsible. We need to be responsible here. The other thing that they're citing, which is interesting points, they don't want courses to get longer.
No.
Golf takes longer. If you played a 3,000 yard course to a 7,000 yard course, it's going to take longer. And that is a complaint they're hearing that's making people not want to play as much.
Oh, the slow play chat.
And they don't want to watch as much. I don't want to watch and take that long. I would like this game to be a 4-hour game and I can watch and watch the last 2 hours.
It's at all levels, isn't it? The amateurs say it's too long. Watching it on TV, it's getting to 5.5 hours at some courses. And the money of building these massive courses.
And that's the other point, the amount of outlay of money. I mean, it's only course like Augusta's built working on a further back tee for 13. That breaks my heart a little bit. A course that I've grown up watching, and now all of a sudden they've just got to brutalise another 100 yards on there because Bubba sent it over the corner on one of the occasions. Hit a lob wedge into the green. But I understand why they have to do it. So it'll be interesting to see where it goes. I personally, people ask me to comment, I think there'll be some interesting tightening of what the manufacturers are trying to do. Will that ripple down to the consumer? I don't think it will.
No.
But let's see. Because you've got to remember, this report is focusing on the top end. It's the concern in that top end, meaning that, because if you go web.com over PGA Tour, web.com goes further than the PGA Tour, and it seems increases as those people are trying to bully their way onto the tour. And I mean, I just think with the way golf is at the minute, you will not see Luke Donalds again. You won't see Jim Furyk's again.
Yeah.
And the beauty of golf when I watched it is that you had John Daly competing with Ian Woosnam, with Bassett, competing with Sandy Lyle, competing with Faldo, competing with Langer. I mean, how far did Olazabal in it? Do we even know? Do you know what I mean? Because it wasn't. I'm sure he hit it far enough. Yeah. But we knew Daly hit it a long way.
Yeah.
Faldo kind of didn't hit it that long. But we don't know what they hit it.
You go to a range now. Like I walk along a range, and I just think, you're massive. You're massive. You're massive.
A tour range.
A tour range.
Oh, they're all huge.
It's like, oh my word! Like I never had a chance. I know, like my ability-wise, I've not got a chance anyway. But physically, it's just so unfair.
Absolutely. So me personally, I would very much like. My opinion is, I think the R&A and the USGA will get it right.
Yeah.
I think they got it wrong for a period or went to sleep.
Yeah.
You know, they wear a lot of blazers. There's a lot of bacon rolls need eating.
Yeah.
And
coffees.
Hang on, how far is he eating that? He's hit that how far? John, what are we doing? Oh, I've got brown sauce down my trousers now. But I think they dropped their bacon sandwiches for a bit and then realised that maybe, hang on.
Yeah.
And I think they have got a grip of it, but what they've done is they've got a grip of it while humans are now trying to push the boundaries of themselves, and they're going to have to do it again. Yeah. So I'm confident they'll find the right way for golf, because that's all they're about. Yeah. And I love what they're about for that. I think it's really good. So I think we're in good hands. I personally want to see nice, fair rules when it comes to tour equipment.
So will 262 become
252?
Like you've stepped it up to 272. There's another example.
Yeah, they're scared of me.
Yeah, it's you that's done it.
Can't have him in the over 262. Come on. I think it will affect them down the lens, us considerably less. I take the so here you go. The third hole. I think it's the third Torrey Pines. When I first went there, you know, US Open track, PGA Tour track every year, loving it. I'm just like, this is amazing to play. Yeah. I think it's the third hole. It goes, you got the literally cliff all the way up the left. There's a bunker that eats in for me at about 255 to 280. It's a long bunker. Yeah. And I'm just thinking, well, if I don't hit a perfect drive, which I'm going to have to start almost in the ditch on the left, or in the, you know, it drops on the left and move it back, I'm going to be in that bunker. And I hit it in that bunker. Yeah. And it became harder. Hit my second shot, walked past that bunker, and it just opened up like 280 plus. So I'm just walking around thinking, like, I'm punished here. This is where course design is bleeding into Rory's advantage. Yeah. And someone like Luke or your Jim Furyks, if they put them off the back tees, it's a 290 carry, that's on their limit. Yeah. On their limit on a really narrow drive. So I'm much more, I think the equipment will get controlled at the top end so we don't get the hot ones, but I think it'd be interesting to see where it goes with the equipment. I personally think course design could be huge. Just let's get some punishment for people getting offline.
Because like you say with the players, like you love to see Sam Torrance and Ian Woosnam facing John Daly. Like you don't want to lose those classic courses either in the Rota, do you?
Yeah, which you have lost. It's about bomb now, isn't it?
Absolutely. Like you don't want to lose it. Classic.
Yeah. There you go. So it's interesting to see where it goes. That's kind of my opinion and a bit of Matt's there on what the report is. I think the report's a really exciting time to see where it goes. Post comments down below. Again, I will put that link, if I remember, down there so you can read the report. It's in depth. It's an exciting time for golf. It's a chance for them to really put it in a place that allows it to keep growing and makes it fair for more skill sets. I definitely would like to see more skill sets. Like football hasn't gone just about power, is it?
No.
Like Messi isn't a specimen of an athlete.
No.
Not saying he's not an amazing athlete, because I'm sure he is. Yes. But you know what I mean? He's not he's not going to win a 100-metre sprint.
No.
He's not built for that. Football is able, even though it's got its other issues, to keep the skill sets in place, where golf is definitely losing certain skill sets, and I definitely think that's a shame, and let's hope they keep on top of it. Post comments down below. What do you think? Have you read the report? Did you even know about it? I would love to hear. At the end of the day, we all don't hit it far enough, so we're kind of all just a bit jealous.
Yeah, bring it back.